guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sonia and you're watching Domestic Diva. Today I am participating in a challenge hosted by Corey from Desert DIY and Heidi from Happily Thriving Heidi. I will have both of their channels linked down below, so make sure you go check out their channels if you haven't done so already. And we are supposed to thrift something ugly and give it a new life. So I had picked up, this is not necessarily ugly, it is quite damaged, but I had picked up one of these at I think it was it was Value Village. It was $3 and it does need some sort of help or makeover or a new life or something like that. I have several of these in my house that I use for different things, but I thought this one would be good to maybe as a side table, or I sometimes edit my videos in my family room, and it would be nice to be able to have like a little higher table to set my computer on while I sit on a couch. So maybe I'll use it for that. But I have come up with idea how I want to paint it, and obviously first I'm going to have to give it a little bit of sanding, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually take a power sander or if I'm just gonna try do it by hand. We'll see how it goes and make my decision based on that. But then I'm going to use some chalk paint because it is what I do. I love chalk painting, and I have this duck egg blue, and I've had this paint forever, and it is a bit thick, so I'm going to be adding water to it to thin it out. That's the beauty of chalk paint. You can just give it new life with just adding some water. And then for sure I'm gonna go over with black wax, and then the top so that's for the legs, and then for the top I'm going to do the linen white from Rust-Oleum, and I might use my country gray to do maybe a little pattern or something on top, but we'll see. We will see. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. But before I actually do, I just want to mention that this is a challenge, so there will be a playlist, and there's gonna be a ton of ugly duckling DIY makeovers type of things in that playlist, so make sure you go check it out for tons of inspiration. All right, so let's get started then. So I had collapsed the piece just so it's a little bit easier to work. And then I have this, which is 80, I think, grade paper, and so I'm gonna try and use this. And then I have several other ones that I had picked up at Dollar Tree. Now when you use chalk paint, as I mentioned in my other projects, there's not a ton of prep work done, but if your piece has stuck on stuff or sticky stuff or tape or grease or anything like that, the paint will not stick. So there is a little bit of prep work required. Sometimes it's just as much as just washing the piece down, or sometimes it's just giving it a light sanding to get the stuff off. You don't have to strip it completely if you're just going for the chalked painted look. Okay, so that's good. I'm just gonna give it a little wipe. I just have some water here. I'm just gonna wet it a little bit just to give it a little wipe. Okay, now I'm going to shake my paint, and I'm going to paint my top first. And I'm using my cottage paintbrush from Benjamin Moore. It's a chalk paintbrush. So the first coat is on. Now I'm going to move on to the legs. and let the first coat dry. So I'm going to add some water. And give it some shake and a stir. I think it's a good consistency, and I'm using a different brush just so I don't have to wash the other one, since I'm gonna be painting the top soon enough. So let me just show you the color. And now I'm going to continue painting the rest of it, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So the legs are all painted, and I'm just going to keep it at that one coat. I'm going to be applying black wax, so it doesn't need another coat of the duck egg blue, but the top will definitely need a second coat, and that's what I'm gonna do now, and I'll show you once it's all done before I do the black wax. So now that the paint has dried, I'm going to apply some dark wax onto the legs only. And the way I do it, I cover the whole area, and now I'm going to take my lint-free rag and take some of it off. So let me just show you up close the difference between one with wax and one without. I really like the color that it makes it with the black wax. So I'm gonna wax the rest of the legs. So I am done with the legs, and now I'm going to move on to the top part. I'm gonna do a little pattern. So for this, I'm gonna use my Chateau Gray, and I also have two different size of paint tape, and I'm going to make like a little pattern with it. Not saturating my paintbrush heavily because I don't want it to make a huge mess. And don't forget to paint the edges too. And now is the best part, the reveal, and you want to remove the paint after you're done painting, so that way it doesn't dry and rip the edges. There it is. I'm going to let this dry and then show you how it looks in my decor. So here it is, all finished up and decorated. I just have it on the corner of my couch in the living room. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it here, but for now that's where it is. And I love the way it turned out. It looks so farmhousey, almost like a French country farmhouse style, and I love it. Well, I would like to thank Heidi and Corey for hosting this challenge, and make sure you check out both of their channels as well as the playlist. And if you're first time visiting at my channel, I would love it if you considered subscribing and pressing the notification bell so you don't miss out any of my upcoming DIYs. And those of you returning, thank you so much for your continuous support. And until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching.